Hey guys, Chris Black from Winged Foot Title. Just back from the 2013 American Land Title Association annual convention. We had it this year at the Breakers in Palm Beach. And I wanted to share a few things about what I learned, and then we'll use this space to unpack those concepts a little bit in the near future. So please stay tuned for that. So here's what I got. First and foremost, the Breakers is an amazing place. If you haven't visited and you've got a couple extra grand lying around, go visit. It's a really wonderful place, great for the family as well. I also learned that Palm Beach has more Rolls Royces and Bentleys per capita or per square mile than anywhere I've ever been to in my entire life. So drive carefully if you go. Secondly, I learned that the American Land Title Association's best practices are really a hot topic as it relates to those who attended the convention. Hopefully that's trickling down throughout the United States for those who didn't get to attend. By way of an example, I had the privilege of sitting on a panel with Craig Haskins from Knight Berry in Wisconsin, Shauna Cardello from White Rose Settlements in Pennsylvania, and Sandra Bell from First American. And we had a standing room only crowd. So I've given a number of those presentations, and that was the first one where the crowd was so large. So thanks to those people who came. But also it was evident that was a very hot topic and meant something to people. So we'll take a look at the best practices in the future. Thirdly, I learned that the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the CFPB, is nearly finished with their proposed Respatila rule. I learned that sometimes the final rule is not really the final rule, so we'll see when we get the final rule. I learned quite a bit about the new consumer, the new combined disclosure form and what that could look like and what that's likely to look like. And I learned how to prepare for that. So hopefully we can bring some of that back to our marketplace and share that with you in anticipation of the CFPB's final rule. And lastly, and this is something that I learn again and again every time I go to these annual conventions, is that it appears that Southwest Florida is kind of a bubble in regard to the industry's participation in these types of annual activities. So I look around when I go to these, and I go pretty much every year, and what I don't see is people from our area, and it's too bad because they're just wealths of information. And I know this translates to the real estate folks out there because I see your posts on Facebook, your posts on Twitter when you're going to the National Association of Realtors annual convention, when you're going to, for example, the Keller Williams mega camp in Texas. I know that you guys get value out of these things just like I get value out of going to them as well. So I am absolutely thrilled that we have carved out some budget space for these types of activities because I think it's both good for us as we grow our brand, and I also think it's good for you whom we can educate based on the things that we've learned at these events. So thanks for the time, and I will be following up on each of these topics, and we'll see you next time.